Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make this basic stitch. Basic but beautiful, right? Well, look, I'm going to show you how you can use the Solomon's knot and we will combine it with shells and a parsley stitch too, and many others, but mainly shells and Solomon's knot. You will see that it's so easy, and with these easy steps you will have a beautiful triangle shape or a scarf, or for any project that you may have in mind, also for a baby blanket or for something for yourself. Okay, remember that before we start, please don't forget to subscribe. Remember that if you want to buy and use the same materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es. Well, for this stitch I'm going to use this angorita. It's a fine material. It's a decorated yarn. You will see that it will look so beautiful once we are making the stitch. All the colors will start to come out. Look, it goes from dark green to light green, and I'm going to use my hook of number 4 or 3.5 according how you crochet. We will start from the bottom. We are going to start making 5 chains. Remember that this is the first loop, so we won't count it. So from here we will count 5. Once we have the 5 chains, we will close in circle like this. We are going to slip one, and then we will go up with 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. And while we are making the next stitch, we will hide this thread. So we will take it and we will leave it there to crochet while we hide the thread. Well, then next we are going to turn over and we are going to make a double crochet of 3 crochets. We will take first one, then the next 2, and we will leave the last loops in hold. Then we will repeat, okay? Turn over, take 1, take 2, and then leave the last loop in hold. Once we have 3 here, we are going to bring them 3 together, okay, and then we will make 3 chains, and we will repeat, okay? Yarn over and also inside the ring, hiding the thread too. Remember, we are going to make a double crochets of 3 crochets and we will leave the last loops in hold. So once we have the 3 double crochets in hold, counting the chains which we started, we are going to bring them through and make 3 chains. And we will repeat this until we have 4 petals there. So look, at the end we will have 4 petals, you see? So this will be the first row. Then we will turn around and we will go up. First we will have to slip one until the middle of the first space that we made. You see, between these 2 petals we are going to make 2 petals more. So we will go up with 3 chains and make the double crochets of 3 crochets, leaving the last loops in hold. We are going to bring them through 3 chains, and also inside this same space we are going to make 1 petal more. Exactly the same, 3 double crochets, leaving the last loops in hold, and we are going to bring them through. So now we will close with 1 chain and we will go right away to the next space in between the last petals that we made, and right there we are going to make a double crochet of 3 crochets, 3 chains, and then we are going to insert our hook, taking these 2 parts of the thread, the first stitch of the last double crochet, and we are going to make a kind of single crochet. I will make it again, 3 chains, and as we will insert our hook here, take 1 and take the next 2. Again, a double crochet of 3 crochet, then 3 chains, we will come back to the beginning, insert our hook and bring them through. And we will repeat this 6 times. So far we have 3, here we're making 4. Okay, I will make it again with you so you can see exactly how it is. 4, 5, So far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, and 6, right? So look, we will have 6 double crochets, but we will have 5 picots, pairs, how can you call it? Well, we will have 5, okay? So then, but we made 6 double crochets, then right away in the next space, there we are going to make the 3 double crochets together. We will leave the last loops in hold. So basically we will repeat what we made at the beginning. So we are going to bring them through, then 3 chains, and again in the same space, 1 petal more, 3 crochets of 3 double crochets, leaving the last loops in hold, and then we will bring them through. Okay, so this is how we finish the second row. Okay, so we made the 2 petals, then the parsley, this we will call a parsley, right? And we finish making the 2 petals that we made at the end, at the beginning too. Okay, so now we will start with the third row, making the first 2 petals. Okay, so to make the third row, we will start exactly the same, making the 2 petals at the beginning, and then we will make 1 chain, and we will pull, take 1, and we will insert our hook right behind this chain that we have just made. Okay, this will be the Solomon's knot. We will make a single crochet right there, and it has to be tight. Okay, then we pull 1 more time at the same distance, and we will insert our hook right behind the third thread, and we will make a single crochet. Okay, so this is the Solomon's knot, and we are going to insert our hook right in between the last parsley that we made. We are going to make a single crochet, and again we will repeat a Solomon's knot. You see, the Solomon's knot has 2 parts. If we make just 1 part, we will make just the half of the Solomon's knot. So here again we will make the Solomon's knot completely, okay, right exactly what we made last time. So now we will insert our hook right away in the next space to make the last petals of the row. Okay, so remember we are going to make the 3 double crochets, then we are going to bring them through the last loops and hold, 3 chains, and then the last petal, 3 double crochets of 3 crochets, and you see we finish like we started. So this will be the 1 to the 3rd row. So now to start the 4th row, we will turn around and we will start the row like we have started, with 2 petals. Okay, so I have started the 4th row making the 2 petals at the beginning. Now we are going to make 3 chains, and right here in between the last Solomon's knot that we made, we are going to insert our hook. We are going to make 3 chains, and we are going to repeat the parsley that we made in the 2nd row, remember? So we will make the double crochet of 3 crochets, then 3 chains, and we are going to make the picot. Okay, let me stop a little bit here and let me repeat how we are going to make the picot. So remember that right here we want a slip. We will make like a kind of single crochet, because if we slip, our picot will look, how can I say, tight, you know, and we want that it looks puffy, right? So remember that right here we are going to make 6 double crochets to make the parsley. So we are going to make exactly the same parsley that we made in the 2nd row, but right here in between the Solomon's knot. And remember that we will have 6 double crochets and 5 picots.
4,
5, remember all of them inside the same stitch. So this will be the last picot, because remember that we made 6 double crochets and 5 picots. Okay, as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets and 5 picots, then 2 chains, and we will slip 1 here. Remember, at the top of the last parsley we are going to slip 1, then we will make 2 chains, and we are going to repeat. We are going to make right here in between the last Solomon's knot. We are going to make right inside that stitch. We are going to make the second parsley of this row. You see how I insert the hook right here? I slip one right there, and then we will make one parsley like this one right here, and then we will finish the row with the last 2 petals. So see you at the end of the row to teach you how we are going to continue with the next one. So look, here I'm about to start the 5th row, okay? And I'm going to repeat the row that I made in the row number 3, that I made only Solomon's knot, remember? So I will start the row exactly the same, making the 2 petals, and I'm going to make the Solomon's knot. You remember, I will make the Solomon's knot again with you, so you can see exactly how it is. And we will insert our hook right in the top of the last parsley, right in between. Again, one Solomon's knot again, and we will repeat. I have to stop, but as I told you, we are going to make the Solomon's knot. Okay, this is the second Solomon's knot, and we are going to insert our hook right in the top of the last parsley. Remember, right here. So remember that we are making what we made in the 3rd row. So we are going to continue making the Solomon's knot, and then in the next row, over the Solomon's knot that we made, we are going to make the parsleys. And well, we will finish making the last 2 petals of the end of the row. And remember that all the double crochets that we are making are of 3 crochets. And when we make the petals, we leave the last stitches in hold, and then we bring them through together, okay? So you see, now we finish. We are going to go up with 3 chains to start the 6th row. Oh no, sorry, we have to slip, okay, until the middle of the first space that we have, you see, and then to stop here. It's very important that you should make your Solomon's knot loose, okay, not tight, because we want that our stitch opens, okay? So well, we started the row exactly the same, making the first 2 petals, then we will make 3 chains, and we are going to make the parsley right in between the last Solomon's knot that we made. So we are going to repeat the parsleys that we have been making, remember, 6 double crochets with 5 picots. And remember that also here, all the parsleys, we are going to make them of 3 crochets, okay? Remember that also the picot, it's very important that there are picots that we slip one, but in this case we want our picot that looks puffy, so that's why when we are about to take the last 2, we are going to make like a single crochet, you see, because it will look like tied here. So it's important that you take that into account when you make your picots. And as you see, we are going to continue repeating the 2 series that we made, okay? One series is of Solomon's knot, and the second series of parsley. So this is how we are going to continue making as many series as we need until all the colors start to come out, in the case that you want to make a shawl. If you want to use the stitch for something else, well, I'm sure it will look so beautiful. Imagine for a baby blanket, as I told you, or maybe alternating colors and making and using different textures, right? So here we are finishing the first parsley. Remember that we made 6 double crochets and 5 picots. So this is the 5th picot and the last double crochet, then 2 chains, and we are going to slip one right here. You see, in between the last 2 Solomons, and again 1, 2 chains, and we are going to insert our hook, and we are going to repeat the next parsley, and we will finish and we will start the row making 2 petals always, and we will always make the parsleys with the same number of double crochets and try to make the Solomon's knot at the same distance. Well, I will make more rows. Well, as you see, I make more rows, I repeat more series, with this same yarn. I love how the colors are looking at the end. If you make more rows, all the colors will look decorated. It will look so beautiful. It will go from light green to dark green. If you want, well, you can start with the dark green and then you will continue with the light green. It's up to you, and I hope that you make it. I hope also that you combine textures and that you use different materials. I'm sure that with this stitch it will look amazing. Okay, I hope that you like it. Now let's finish this video. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed making this stitch with me. I'm sure that in any project that you use it, it will look so amazing. I think that you don't need to make also like a final stitch. I think that with this stitch is enough. Just add a pom-pom maybe, or use it with a brush or a bottom, and it will look amazing. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave me a comment, and don't forget to share this video. Thank you so much. Bye.